can't thank you all enough for what you've given me via your calls and interaction. You've given me hope in an otherwise hopeless world. You've given me and so many others here, a reason to keep going. A goal, no matter how impossible it may seem, to strive for. We are deeply in your debt, a debt that I doubt we will ever be able to repay. That being said, I think I may indeed take a bit of a sabbatical. Nothing permanent, of course, but I've been thinking more about what I said a few days ago. I really should leave here for just a bit. Whether or not I can indeed find a new place to set up the station in, I should leave for a little while. Nothing permanent, I swear. I couldn't. Honestly, there isn't much else for me to live for in this world aside from running this station and interacting with you all. I couldn't abandon this station even if I wanted to. But there may be a little while that I won't broadcast. I don't know how long it may be. It could be a couple days, it could be a couple weeks. But I will return. I cannot emphasize that enough. I have to return. But there may again be a short break after that if I am able to find a place to set up the station. How will I do that? How the hell will I bring all this equipment with me? As it sounds like your world is far more technologically developed than our own, for obvious reasons, you may not understand the full scope of this. Hundreds, possibly thousands of pounds of equipment. And big stuff, too. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge if we get to it. But I think this may be my final broadcast before I leave. Yeah, it will be. I'm motivated for this. Perhaps it will get a bit of the heat off of me. Maybe they will think I'm abandoning the station, leave off pursuing me. No, who am I kidding? They can hear this. They're omniscient. But at the very least, perhaps that man, or whatever it was, from a while back, perhaps that thing may misinterpret my move. I don't know. But this being the final broadcast before I leave, it seems like it would make sense for me to finally finish reading that story by Howard Phillips Lovecraft. I'll play a song first, actually. Find where we were in the story while that's playing, and start reading it after the song finishes. This is God Be With Our Boys Tonight by John McCormack.
Across the farthest sea, may God be with our boys tonight, wherever they may be. Kind one to answer your son to his call, how we let you know. Out of the sunshine of our souls, say that we love you so. There is a place within our hearts no one on earth may feel. Someday at last you'll come back to us, watching and waiting still. Oh, waiting hearts, I dare not tell how sad and long the lane. Only I pray that God may bring our dear one back again, back to a home of peace and light across the farthest sea. May God be with our boys tonight, wherever they may be.
There must be some relation between stupidity and lack of fear, though, for the 5 pillagers showed no change of determination. 3 hours later, they emerged from the hollows of the castle. They were truly hollow now, for their contents had been emptied out into the pockets and bags of the pillagers. All 5 paused for a moment before stepping beyond the threshold. The moon was shining, revealing a mirror image of the castle in the murky water of the pond. A heavy cloud slid in front of it, casting shadow over the area once again. All 5 left, parted ways with their treasure, and never spoke of it again. It was known in the following years that the family had come into some wealth, as was obvious by the power that they slowly gained over the town, but they never revealed its origin, not even to their descendants. Generation after generation, it remained a secret. 100 years later, their wealth remained. Like the flour and oil of the widow in Zarephath, it miraculously never ran out. At the same time, the castle of the Venzaquitas, now drained of the dynasty's golden lifeblood, crumbled and decayed. No one dared go back there within the family, and once they had enough power in the town, they disallowed anyone else going there, to defeat the possibility of someone discovering what had happened. It was unknown, even amongst themselves, why precisely they wanted to prevent that, but a sense of disease and paranoia had grown in the family since then, passing down from parents to children. One of these children at that time began to grow curious. He had grown up always seeing the silhouette of the dying castle against the setting sun, but had heard nothing more about it than that the late occupants once controlled the village. He had tried asking people about it, both within and outside of his family, but had gotten no responses save darting eyes and whispers of dread from the former and bored carelessness from the latter. He took it upon himself to go to the castle one cloudy night, lit by the full moon. He slipped out of the house and darted across the field toward the stone building under the cover of dark clouds. A few minutes later he neared the castle and stood in awe nearby the pond, which had since gained more of a marsh-like appearance. The clouds rolled past the moon, which now lit up the building in a cold, uncaring light. He could see, just staring at it, bits of stone tumbling off into the unkempt surroundings. Just as he began to step forward toward it again, he saw the pond. Mirrored through time in the pond was the castle, in all its previous glory. Oak doors stood strong, stone slabs were piled untarnished, towers looked down at the town below in a frenzy of power and greed. The boy's eyes widened in horror at the sight. He looked from the castle to the reflection and back again, his mind trying in vain to find a logical explanation. His head spun, his legs weakened. He fell limp to his side and rolled down the slight slope to the pond. His body rolled into the thick, muddy water and sank underneath, helpless to fight against the grudge of the Venzaquintas family. There we go. The end of one story and perhaps the beginning of another. My story. Our story. I'll see you all in a bit. Wish me the best.
This show is written, narrated, and produced by Arthur Walterson. You can read other stuff he writes at arthurwalterson.wordpress.com. You can also check out the website for this show at 108point3.wordpress.com for updates and information. Follow us on YouTube and the show's website to get the newest episodes. Background music for the show is created by Eddie Palmer of The Fucked Up Beat and Studio Noir. Check out his music at thefuckedupbeat.bandcamp.com.